take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium at East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Houston Texans and the New York Jets. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Ready.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Off of play action, here's Lance. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Room here to run.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll run with Hall, and he is going to lose yardage here. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside, but he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. One more time with Hall. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
From the 4 now, 3rd and goal. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. They'll go for it. It's Hall. Fighting his way in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. An early decision point here, Charles. Maybe when we look back on later, they go on 4th and goal, and they punch it in for the touchdown.
We always talk about how football is a game of confidence, and that's how you get it right there. Leave your offense out there and tell them, I believe in you. And they pay it off with 6 points.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to...
Try to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off.
Well, they're certainly not giving much up to their defense, are they? Because for the 2nd time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That really sets them back, a loss of 6.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Play action. It's Wilson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jackson. And the Texans are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. From midfield, here's Lance. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Vision and speed, 2 of the attributes that you might say are important for a free safety, and we saw both in evidence there. Play action, now it's Lance. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
Lance to throw for it on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The Jets at 3-6 now on the year. And they were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. They go play action now. Wilson. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ballgame. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here, because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
They fake the handoff. Now Lance. And that will be incomplete. Try to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. On play action, Lance. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Okay, ready?
They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Lance and company going on 4th down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And it is now 21-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now. Start your comeback. But you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Now Lance will try again on 2nd down.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Throwing is Lance on 3rd down.
Open man has got one. It's complete. Touchdown. Houston. Chris Godwin, 40 yards. And the Texans are able to cut into that deficit. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Charlie, I said let's go.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. On first and 10, it's Wilson. They'll set up the screen for Hall. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
Good call there on first down, and Brandon, I'm getting better over the years at not screaming out screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
Come on, set. 66. Forward.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Delta. 80 weapon. 80 weapon. Let's go. Zoom, fellas. Let's go.
Play action. Now Wilson. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
To throw again on second down. Wilson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them, because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. And a team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game. Back
to the air on second down. It's Lance. And that going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Lance now to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And some room to run now. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
With wide receiver screens, the timing has to be good, and it was on this play. How about the blocking he received right after the catch?
Yeah, that was great. That opened the hole for that big gain. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. 2nd down and goal. Lance. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Lance now on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Santos with the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down. So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the home team, the Jets, leading this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And the Jets set to receive this 3rd quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the 2nd half. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, But I think they told him, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Handoff, running left. Here's Hall. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Texans will take over. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
Now a play fake. Lance. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 35. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now Lance. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Lance now on 1st down. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Lance. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans are an extra point away from drawing level. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 21. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Fields this way up at the 17.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once and intercepted. Wilson's 3rd of the game. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Lance now on first down. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's Lance. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. They bring him in off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6. Santos' kick is up and through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Taken at the 15, a short kick.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 30. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now it's Wilson. Over the middle, complete. That's Moore. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. To throw again is Wilson. He dumps this one off here to Hall. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. On 2nd and goal. Wilson to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense up to the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, Wilson. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. So with a 4th and goal looming, we hit the end of 3. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. The kick by McManus is good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter.
38. Watch out now. 52. No, 52.
Throwing on first down is Lance. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Here's a throw out wide to Anderson. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Off of play action, here's Lance. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Texans have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Santos with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Throwing is Wilson. That's caught. Nick Westbrook-Akine with it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
A give, running right is Hall. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And a short kick taken at about the 16. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. It was T.J. Edwards who brought him down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Right, 97. Red, blanket.
From the 27, Lance. Gets this to the former Jet, Robbie Anderson. And out across midfield down to the 45.
Here we go.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Shot, 17.
Lance looking to throw it. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
This defense is definitely reeling a little bit now. Back-to-back big plays given up. And you know what all defenses talk about. How do you limit that? Instead, they got hit by a 1-2 punch those last couple of plays, and now they've got their backs to the goal line.
Now Jones. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
Down. Watch out now, 52. Bro, 52. Black Ultra. Right. Ready.
2nd down and goal. Lance. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Here's Lance to throw it. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Herb Smith Jr. from 6 yards away. And the Texans answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
He finds Corey Davis. Corey Davis, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Corey Davis, 68 yards. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. Fields this way up at the 17.
The Texans take over first down again at their own 23-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. In motion left goes Cooks. Lance looking to throw.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Lance. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions. They're giving him nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
Lance to throw for it on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line.
Ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Give to Hall running right. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Hall again on second down. Fighting his way in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall, a 6-yard touchdown run as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Important extra point up and through, and they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, Charles, you remember their last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it, but you understand why they did in this close game late. Oh, Lance has it knocked free. The ball is loose, and it's scooped up by the Jets, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on. And now
taking it right down Broadway. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall, 29 yards. And the Jets look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. McManus's point after is good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Play action, now it's Lance. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive, not much sense. Shotgun now for Lance. Open man has got it. It's complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. They fake the handoff. Now Lance. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. And the Jets are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here, maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Well, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
He's just not at his focus in this game. It's not one drop. It's not two. That's 3 for this contest.
Yeah, uncharacteristic for any NFL receiver, and he's no exception. This pass out wide to Hall. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. They'll try and run for it. And he's got room. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Wilson wants to throw it. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
As our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Jets, it's a win they needed, if for nothing else in their sanity, as they move to 4-6. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Buffalo Bills next week. Meanwhile, for the Texans, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll get a home date next week against the Kansas City Chiefs.